Hello and welcome back to this video. As you know, we are doing a 30 series video on stress and today is the 5th episode. I'm sure you have watched the previous 4. If no, please go back and watch. The link is provided in the description. It is important for you to go through all of them so that you have a clear-cut idea, because once you have the idea, you will be better equipped to fight it out. Why do you need to fight it out? Do I have to tell you that today? Stress, anxiety, depression, everything is related. SAD, the reason. This SAD is the reason of all the sadness in the world. If I say this, I am not exaggerating, my friend. Yesterday I told you that today I'll be speaking on submodalities. Now, since this is a technical term, you might be feeling, oh my God, what all she'll be talking about? How is it related to stress? Why do I need to understand? Let her give her the tool and we will use it. It's not like that. I have covered what is stress, who are those kind of people who are more prone to stress, how state of mind affects stress, how the subconscious and the conscious mind affects stress, and I also told you how you can change the breathing pattern to kind of combat stress to some extent. Today I shall be talking about submodalities and how it plays a role in stress and its management. Let us understand what modality is, and after that we shall go into submodality. Modality is a word which you can translate to sense. We all know that we have 5 senses. What are those? The eyes, the ears, the skin, the sense of smell, and the touch, the sense of feeling. Among these, NLP has chosen 3 to be very important: the visual, the auditory, and the kinesthetic. I shall be referring to this VAK frequently from now on. This VAK is nothing but the modalities. Let us now try to understand how our mind works. We have some pleasant happenings in our life and some unpleasant memories. You can say pleasant and unpleasant memories. The pleasant memories are stored in one part of the brain, just to give you an example, and the unpleasant memories are stored somewhere else. You would normally find that whenever you were sitting alone, trying to think of something, your mind drifts to the past painful memories. Why is it that? Why is it so? It's because life has a way of telling you, go and resolve those. Everything cannot be resolved. Somebody's death cannot be replaced by anything else. But there are a lot of things which we can go and work on to close. Once we close this, it becomes a happy memory, resolved issue, come in this part of the brain, and we don't think about it. We shall now train our mind to think more about the happy memories, and I will tell you why. Suppose there is an earthquake. Would you be able to cook when there is an earthquake around? Would you be able to write a poetry? No, right? First of all, you will run for your life. It is the same way with our body. Our brain doesn't distinguish between past painful memory and something which is happening currently. When we are exposing our mind to the past painful memories, our brain thinks we are in danger. That means the earthquake. What it does, it stops functioning as the normal self. It stops releasing the positive hormones, DOSE, as I told you. And then, through the endocrine system, a lot of negative chemicals are released, which reaches all the cell of our body, and the cells which were creating around 140,000 proteins per minute, they get into the mode of no work, strike, or they start functioning abnormally. And when they function abnormally, they start making cheap proteins. These cheap proteins are responsible for a wide variety of diseases. You can go and Google. So the whole thing is about the submodalities, about the senses, about the depth and layers of the senses. This depth and layer of the senses, which I'll be explaining to you now, can be called as submodalities. And modalities are the senses. Then if I say that I have a visual, I have a painful visual of somebody scolding me. Now I will get into the details of that visual. When that person was scolding me, How was the situation all around? Were there many onlookers? What cloth he was wearing? What cloth I was wearing? How was the weather like? Was it daytime or night? How is that memory recorded in my brain? Is it a still picture or a moving one? All these are the layers of the visual your mind has stored of the past painful memory. Same goes for the noise part, the sound part. Oh, he was scolding, he was shouting, his voice was harsh, his tone was rude. All that are the submodalities of the modality or the sense sound. In a similar fashion, if we break up the kinesthesia, it would sound like I was shivering. I could not believe he saying all that to me. My heart was beating fast. I did not know if I could even run because my limbs felt lifeless. I am going into the layers of the feelings I experienced. Now, when I talk and think about that incident, my brain doesn't realize that this is something which happened in 2006. It thinks I am facing the situation currently. So what does it do? Because of those submodalities, your brain goes into a mode where it creates the negative proteins which damages your body, your organs, your life. What is the way out? The way out is very simple, my friend. If you can think of the past painful memories, if you can think of the submodalities, you can change it. Let me do it for you. Okay, in 2006, on that evening, this person was scolding me. Although there were many people on the road, I would change it now to, thankfully there was nobody on the road. It was only me and him. He was saying something, but then I was focusing on something else and I was not able to listen to exactly what he was saying. It was a little loud, it was not very pleasant, so I kind of ignored it. And because I ignored him, I did not feel anything. I just said bye and I left. I told myself that he is a man whose son doesn't take care of him, he's frustrated, and so he was kind of letting out his frustration. See, I changed that entire episode to something which suits me. Why did I do it? I told my brain that it is not in danger. Now what will my brain do? It will resume its normal operation. It will start creating those proteins which I need for my hair, for my skin, right? So that is the way stress and submodalities are closely related. If you know that you have a painful memory, you have the senses, the subsenses, you can change them so that the intensity of that painful memory just reduces and you are free. This is one way. The other way is, why don't you open the other briefcase where you have all the pleasant memories stored? Refer to them. Oh my God, I stood first in the class. They were declaring the results and my name was being called Kaveri Bhattacharji. I could not believe. I can still hear the sounds. I remember the location. I remember the feelings in my father's face. I felt so proud of myself. I decided that I would be an engineer and make my family proud. So, I am tapping into those memories and my mind believes that I am in class 7. Isn't it wonderful? You can think of the first time you met your life partner. You can think of the first time you held your child in your hand. So, my friend, you have understood that we create a lot of stress by thinking about the submodalities of a past painful event, and you can change all of it to create a happy life for yourself and the society. That's all for now. Take care, God bless, and I'll see you in my next video tomorrow. Bye-bye.